So we got to go ahead and talk about stan culture and how people really just be overly obsessed with numbers. Like a lot of y'all just be getting out of hand, and I'm finna dive in with it. Shout out to Ice from Joe Budden Podcast when he did say that the new trend of spot the empty seats at a concert is very weird. Not only that, but you see a lot of people be doing all these shenanigans when it comes to Beyonce's concerts, Nicki Minaj's concerts even. And the buck just don't stop there. It also gets worse when people start talking about album sales.
See, I like to use a rare time like this to educate those who really think that I don't know what I be talking about just because I'm very direct to the point with what I say. Purpose of that video is to show the disgust that I have for people that is undeserving of recognition that they clearly haven't earned yet. I need you to go back 10 years and find a rap album that sold 11,000 copies first week that won Rap Album of the Year.
In my personal opinion, I don't think that it matters how much an album sells. You could be a fantastic album and still be nominated for Album of the Year or Song of the Year, whatever have you. I don't think it's that deep. We start caring more about the numbers and less about the quality of the music. If a song is good, that ought to matter more than anybody selling 11,000 their first week. And besides, I feel like once those TDE allegations came out, people started to turn against Doechii just because who her label is. And they want to do the whole weird guilt by association thing. That's where I think this stems from. Because before them allegations even came about, nobody was talking about Doechii's album sales. Nobody was talking about her being industry plant. Nobody was trying to say that, oh, she's trying to bite off of Nicki Minaj and this, that, and the third. It all leads to that. Because how come these conversations wasn't present before the allegations came out? And this isn't something that is just limited to Doechii. This happens to any new artist that just so happens to not really be overly sexual. But I care about quality music. I don't care about who sold 5K, who sold 10K, who sold 20K. What matters is, did you drop a good album that is good? It don't matter if it's Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj could have an album that did 11K. I would care more about how many slaps she got on there than it's selling 11K. And the trend of like caring about who attends concerts, I do think it's astronomically weird. It don't matter if you're Nicki Minaj. It don't matter if you're Beyonce. People do it all the time with Megan. People try to say, oh, all her stuff is a flop. And guess what it's being pushed by? It's either being pushed by stan accounts on Twitter or it's being pushed by bloggers who are paid directly by artists that they love. So like, for example, if it's a blog page that just does not flat out like Ice Spice but is a barb, guess what? They're gonna always talk about, you know, all things positive in relates to Nicki Minaj. But anytime Ice Spice has an album that flopped or didn't have that many people pop out at her tour, they're going to highlight the negativity and talk about that and less about her music. And it's bad enough when it's random stans like King Jared that they put Drake on this pedestal but always got something negative to say about Kendrick Lamar. There's nothing nuanced. There's no balance to it. It almost comes off like some of y'all own these people's payroll. And does it really extend to Drake? Does it really extend to Kendrick Lamar? No. Like, there's stands that exist with every artist. There's bloggers who are paid directly by artists to talk positively about the said artist that they love, but talk negatively about the artist that they beef with. People could even use the same argument for Cardi B. Like, I'm pretty sure any one of Cardi B's op will be the main ones that talk about Nicki not having that many people show up at her concert, or not as many people bought her last album compared to this, that, and the third, or try to say that, oh, Nicki Minaj she has bots to buy her stuff. That is so problematic, and I want somebody to explain to me, why should I, somebody who cares more about the music, the product, why should I care about how many people show up at a concert, How many people listen to a song? How many streams did it get? Are those views and comments legit on a YouTube music video? If an album only sold 11K, why should I care? The only people who should care about that is, guess what? The label. And last I checked, none of y'all stands, none of y'all paid bloggers, and people like me, we don't benefit off of caring about that shit. The label does. We're not the label. Let the label worry about that. Only thing we ought to be concerned about is, when is Nicki dropping the next banger? When is Doechii dropping another classic? And I would also ask this: would you rather listen to an artist that puts out good music that may not sell all that much, they may not have that many people show up to their shows, or somebody who is always #1 in the billboards, winning awards left, right, and center, doing all these different numbers and milestones and this, that, and the third, but the quality of their music, the product that they put out, isn't really up to par? Which would you rather have? Me, I would take the latter. I care about good music and less about the numbers. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. This is something I've been seeing on Twitter as of late, and I figured I wanted to yap about it. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.